Welcome to another episode of Tales of the Beautiful Game. Today we are previewing the Premier League, the English Premier League. With me today is Vusmuz Matwasa. Sir, welcome.
Okay, thanks for having me.
All right. Before further ado, let me remind you to subscribe. Please subscribe to our channel and also follow us on Facebook, Tales of the Beautiful Game. Also follow us on Twitter, at Daily Footy Tales. That's our handle. And on YouTube as well, Tales of the Beautiful Game. Right. The long weekend of North Premier League or League football has come and it has gone. What do you think? Who do you think was the major beneficiary of this long break and teams going to the international, players going to the international games?
I think the major beneficial was the players who did play and scored.
Oh,
yeah.
Not those that remained behind and were freshened up.
Yeah, because they are going to a major tournament. The World Cup's around the corner. So if you played well, you scored, or you defended well, you've got a better chance of making the
Okay. But I've heard complaints, people not liking the Nations Cup. So I don't know. Do you think it's one of those things that just adds to a fixture schedule and then causes us to have a backlog in the end?
I think it's those kinds of people who really don't understand the purpose of that tournament.
Okay.
Because in that tournament you're not going to see the 9-0, the 10-0. Lewandowski scored 5 goals, Ronaldo scored 6 goals. I think that's the reason why they don't like
because it's not that competitive.
It's very competitive, but you see in football there are a lot of supporters. So if a certain section of supporters their player does not do well, they are not happy.
All right. So then they criticize the tournament.
Exactly.
All right. Now let's go to business. The predictions. Arsenal is playing Spurs. That's the first game.
Yes.
I think it's tomorrow. Arsenal hasn't lost an EPL game to Spurs since 2010. Yes. Spurs are unbeaten this season. They've played 3 away games, and they've won 1 and they've drawn 2.
Yes.
Gabriel Jesus has never been on the losing side in the last 61 games.
Yes, 14.
And Harry Kane has scored 13 goals in this fixture. He's scored more than anyone else. So, what do you think? This looks like a clash of titans. It's a derby, and the stats look good.
Yeah, based on what you've just read, I think, first of all, it's a BTS.
Both teams will score?
First of all, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Before we quiet, but I think overall Arsenal is going to win it.
You think so?
Because in recent years, the home team has been winning.
Okay, so in this fixture, generally the home team wins.
Yes.
All right. So you see Kane scoring, heading to beating Thierry Henry.
Yeah. So those who would like to bet can just go and say
Kane will bring something.
Yeah.
Or Son, because Son went crazy in the last fixture.
Yeah.
All right, 2-1 it is. You say it right?
Yes.
Okay.
2-1 to Arsenal.
All right. Bournemouth and Brentford. The Bees are travelling to Bournemouth, having failed to keep a clean sheet in their last 19 away PL matches. And Brentford has scored 15 and conceded 12 in 7 games. Bournemouth has scored 6 and conceded a whopping 19. I think that's because of that 9-0 to Liverpool.
Yeah. And based on that, this is another BTS.
Another both teams to score?
Yeah.
You think Bournemouth will score?
Yeah, they will.
Okay.
You remember, Brentford concedes and scores.
Also, Brentford just like sharing goals.
Yeah. So in that, but I think Brentford is going to win. They are more. They are more of a team. They're more solid.
What's your goals ratio like?
It's 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
Okay, not 3-2 or something like that.
It's something like that, but there will be roughly 1 goal matching.
Oh, okay, so it will be a close contest.
Yeah.
All right, Crystal Palace is hosting Chelsea. Palace lost their last 10 games against Chelsea, both home and away. And Chelsea have lost their last 3 games against whoever they've played. In the last 3 games they've lost. Yes. What do you see here? Do you think Graham Potter is going to do something and change that trend? Or Palace is going to surprise us?
I think the international break gave him much time to try and sort out his squad.
Okay.
Based on that, I think he's going to.
So what's the ratio like?
Chelsea 1-0.
You don't see BTS here?
Not really. Potter is usually a solid coach, so his team that does not really let him go. Yes.
Okay, no problem. The next fixture, Fulham is facing Newcastle. Fulham is inconsistent. They win at home and they lose away, and they are welcoming a consistent Newcastle. But Newcastle has drawn their last 5 of 6 games. They are consistently drawing. But Newcastle are winning whenever they go to Fulham. In the last 2 fixtures, they've beaten Fulham and they've got them. So what do you see here?
I think it's going to be a tight contest here. Silva is doing something good at Fulham. And as the stats shows, Newcastle are not an easy opponent.
Yeah, they are not.
So I see a 1-1 draw here.
1-1 draw?
Yeah.
So you're seeing Fulham doing what City did, drawing with Newcastle?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I don't know, but Fulham plays some interesting stuff. So I'm curious to see whether their interesting stuff won't cause them to lose. Because sometimes teams that play that attacking football tend to lose on edges, on tight margins. They don't tend to win ugly. So if they're going to win, they're going to have to deserve it. But I think they will lose.
Okay.
But when are you thinking 1-1? So sharp. There is this interesting one. Brighton just lost their coach. They are going to Anfield.
Yeah.
The Reds are unbeaten in their last 26 EPL matches at Anfield.
Yes.
And they are welcoming Brighton, who only lost twice in their last 15 matches.
Yes.
Goals have been scored in both halves in all 4 of Liverpool home games this season. So in other words, Liverpool scores or concedes in either half. So all the halves have got action.
Yes.
Liverpool have failed to beat Brighton in their last 2 home matches. They have lost one and they've drawn the other. So, do you think Potter's absence here and the new coach, what do you think here?
Much will depend on how the squad will adjust it to the new coach, or how the new coach will adjust it to
the squad.
Yeah. But I think what just read is going to happen. I see goals
either half.
In all halves.
Okay.
Yeah. Whoever will be scoring, but I think
the game will be having goals.
Yes. I think Liverpool is winning.
I think so.
Yeah, 2-1.
But Liverpool has been up, down.
Yeah, it does happen to big teams, to all teams.
In fact,
yeah. But I think the break gave them some time to fix things. Yeah.
Maybe you can see a bit of other Melo fixing that midfield.
Yeah.
All right, Southampton is playing Everton. Everton have got one away league win in 12 months, and they travel to Saints, who did beat them on their last 2 visits. Everton has not scored more than 1 goal in all their 8 matches this season. So the stats are looking gloomy for Everton.
Yeah, I think Lampard does not have the material that he needs to push for a top 10 finish.
Okay, you think it's a player's issue? He's got this bright young boy, Gordon.
Yeah, Gordon is there, but they lost Richarlison to Spurs, and Calvert-Lewin is injured.
Yeah.
So his strike force is not that sharp.
He has no firepower.
Yeah.
But he has made Iwobi play because Iwobi seems decent.
Yeah, he's better. And this guy they got from Leicester, Gray.
Oh, Gray, yeah. Gray is good, pacey.
He has been trying to do well. But based on that, I'll go for a draw 1-1.
You think Southampton won't beat them? Yes, they've always been beating them.
The Southampton side of these days is right. It's not Southampton of us in likely we know, because on his last game he was complaining about the NH levels.
Oh,
he said his team does not have. Maybe they did use the break to fix it.
Yeah, but that depends on how many players will call.
Yes, but I still stick to my 1-1.
1-1. So you think the press that Hassan Hartel needs is going to be compromised somewhere?
Yeah.
All right. 1-1 it is. I think Southampton will win this one 2-1. But anyway, I'm not an analyst. I'm a host. West Ham is hosting Wolves. West Ham. Hey, Wolves are bad travelers though, scoring once in 3 away games and losing their last 2 away games at the London Stadium. Scoring has been hard to both teams. 3 apiece in 7 games and conceding 9 and 7 respectively. That West Ham conceded 9 this season so far in 8 games. That's unlike them. 7 for Wolves as well. That's also unlike them. What's happening with these teams?
It's a matter of West Ham relies mostly on physicality.
Okay.
And Wolves is a defensive team.
It's a solid unit.
I think Wolves have scored 3 goals so far.
That's bad. 3 goals in 8 games.
And those 3 goals have scored by Portugal players, all of them.
Potence.
Yeah. So I think West Ham is going to. I think David Moyes is going to.
Time he picks up some points.
Yeah,
Moyes this season.
Because he's getting under pressure now.
This season is feeling like the Moyes of United that I know.
He's getting under pressure right now.
Yeah, things are bad, and he's got players. That guy, I don't even understand what's happening with them. And he bought well, so free scoring City is hosting United on Sunday. That's the big one. I think that's the biggest one of the weekend.
Yeah.
Let's hear what about this one. City scores an average of 4 goals in their last 9 Premier League matches. City win over United earlier this year ended a series of ghost of wars where the hosts are losing games, right? So none of the last 3 head-to-heads were goalless after 10 minutes. In other words, this fixture just starts like fire, like a house on fire. Yeah. So now tell me, this one I want to hear. I'm curious.
Yeah, a tight game.
Tight.
Yeah, it's tight.
Haaland.
It's tight.
This is Martinez.
It's tight. I think I don't know whether it will be Haaland versus Martinez or Haaland versus Varane. But Varane is a bit older, is a bit slower, and Martinez
is younger and shorter.
Martinez is younger, but he's short.
And Haaland on A.
So it's gonna be a tight contest.
I see United sitting back here. I see them trying to implement their vertical breaks.
Yeah, they really have to.
I don't see anything else. But if you sit too deep against City with that tall Haaland, they'll start bringing those high balls.
Yeah, I think they stand a better chance of defending them on high balls than
on the ground.
Because on high balls they've got Varane, they've got Scott
and Dalot is a little bit taller as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the goal ratio here?
I think City is going to win by 2 goals or so. So I will give them a 3-1.
Who will score for United? Ronaldo. He is looking every year of his 38 years.
Sancho, Anthony.
Sancho has no pace. Anthony dribbles too much. I don't see a goal for United here. Unless if it's a corner kick. Because I really don't see it. I don't see that happening. Anyway, 3-1 you say. I think it will be 2-0.
Okay.
Anyway, Leeds versus Aston Villa. Leeds have kept a clean sheet in their last 15 home games, 10 of them ending with have kept 1 clean sheet. I don't even know what I'm talking about. They've kept 1 clean sheet. And in their last 10 games, both teams have scored. So in other words, Leeds have scored and the opponents have scored. Yes. On their last win, their first in 10 matches, Villa kept their first clean sheet in 12 matches. So Villa doesn't keep clean sheet either. Villa has lost their 4 games on the road, but they've only lost once in their last 10 top flights to Elland. So in other words, they've been losing home games, but they don't lose at Elland Road. Leeds have lost once in Rodrigo's last 15 goal scoring matches. So if Rodrigo scores, Leeds don't lose.
Okay.
Let's hear.
BTS. First of all,
BTS. For teams to score. You see Villa scoring.
Yeah, because Leeds, it does not keep clean sheets. They kept 1 clean sheet in the other 15 home games.
But isn't it interesting? Because I thought this Marsh guy was a gegenpress type of coach who likes clean sheets and those short transitions in opponent's half. Why are they conceding?
Yeah, it's a bit harder to understand, but
I would have expected Bielsa to have those kind of statistics, because he liked keeping the ball and and then teams would hit him on the break. But this one, I don't understand.
Maybe his players are not
Accustomed to.
are not at the level that he wants to be.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, we'll see. Leeds versus Villa. I think Villa will lose this one. Leeds at Elland Rat.
I have still stick to my PTS 1-1.
All right, then the last one is on Monday. Leicester City is facing Nottingham Forest.
Okay.
Right, this is a bottom of the table clash.
Yeah.
And Foxes, Leicester, have lost their last 6 EPL matches, and Forest have been losing, like their last 4 EPL matches they've lost. Leicester are winless and they have the worst defensive record in the league. In fact, it's worse than Bournemouth.
It seems so.
Hey, what's your thought here?
They conceded 6 on their last game. It was 6 against Spurs.
So they've conceded 20 goals basically in 8 matches.
I think it's
wow. What's happening to Brendan Rodgers?
I think this is a chance for Rodgers to redeem himself.
I think so. Yeah, but I'm surprised he's still there. 6 losses in 8 games.
They do have faith in him.
Yeah, but he has done well. Maybe he has earned the mileage.
And some rumors were saying they want to replace him with that Brentford coach.
Oh,
so,
all right.
So he's being given another chance
to redeem himself.
Because Forest got over 20 players, but they can't really make a team. But
if you buy 20 players, you can't make a team immediately. It's impossible. Why would you buy 20 players? It doesn't make sense. Sometimes these football directors, they do. Anyway, so what do you think? What's the goal ratio like?
I think Leicester is taking 2-1.
2-1?
Yes.
Okay, it will be a good relief for Brendan Rodgers.
I hope so.
I hope that one happens because I don't want to see that guy leaving the Premier League. I think he's a very good coach.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we've come to the end of the predictions. Let's see. How do you think we have fared so far? You think
we are trying because on our last episode, the analyst was Gibson did.
Yeah.
And there were 7 fixtures, I think.
You got 7, correct?
He got 6 and missed 1.
Oh yeah, I remember.
It has been very, very good.
It has been very good. All right, viewers, it's been nice to have you.
Yes.
It's been nice to have the viewers. And please don't forget to subscribe on this channel. And also don't forget to subscribe on Facebook, Tales of the Beautiful Game. And also don't forget to follow us on Twitter. If you follow us, we promise we'll follow you back. We are good-mannered people. And until next time, hola, see ya.
Bye.